The Chase Sapphire Reserve. When the card launched back in 2016, Chase described it as reinventing the luxury credit card category. The card launched with a 100,000 point welcome bonus worth at least $1,500, since the points are worth 1.5 cents apiece through the travel portal. I used that bonus to stay at the W Hotel in Taipei, Taiwan for several nights. The $450 annual fee was offset by a $300 travel credit that could be used for any travel, making the card effectively only cost $150 per year. The card was so popular that they acquired more customers in 2 weeks than they expected in 12 months, and they ran out of metal cards. They had to issue temporary plastic ones. And it was because of the Sapphire Reserve that many other credit cards from different issuers are now made of metal. The New York Times called it the world's first viral credit card. The popularity of the card was largely due to the incredible value people were getting out of the bonus. But that couldn't last forever. The 100,000 point bonus went down to the 50 to 60,000 range. Chase started adjusting benefits here and there to make the card cheaper for the bank, and eventually the annual fee went from $450 up to $550. But the card still remains competitive, thanks mainly to the fact that the points are worth 1.5 cents per point when you book travel with them through the travel portal. The card also has a few other sweet spots, like the collision damage waiver for rental cars is primary, which means you don't have to first claim on your own insurance. And also the fact that the Priority Pass Airport Lounge membership that comes with the card is valid for Priority Pass restaurants. But that is what is changing, and that's what this video is all about. Chase has now announced that the Priority Pass membership you get from the Sapphire Reserve will no longer offer restaurant access. Now, if you are not familiar with that, Priority Pass lets you access over 1,400 airport lounges around the world, so you can wait for your flight in relative comfort, enjoying complimentary food and drink. Another type of non-lounge experience that Priority Pass offers is restaurants in airport terminals, where you get a credit. It's around $30. I think it's normally $28 off your bill, and you could get that just for one person, or sometimes, depending on the restaurant, it might be for you and a guest, in which case you're saving around $60 on the meal. The exact amounts depend on the policy of the restaurant. I've used this benefit in the past, and it is very useful, especially if the lounge at that airport terminal is full, so it's not accepting Priority Pass members, and there's a restaurant you can go to instead. But recently, Chase added this language to the bottom of card statements. As of July 1st, 2024, you will no longer have access to restaurants, cafes, and markets participating in the Priority Pass Select network as part of the Priority Pass Select benefit associated with your card. Access to Priority Pass Select's network of lounges and other select airport experiences is not impacted by this update. So the change kicks in on July 1st this year and applies to restaurants, cafes, and markets, but not lounges or other airport experiences. So things like spas are unaffected, which is better than Capital One's Venture X card, for example, which recently eliminated anything that isn't a lounge for their Priority Pass membership. So how can you still get restaurants covered by Priority Pass? Well, you could just buy it, all right? It's $469 for an unlimited membership of Priority Pass. So, you could buy it, but it really doesn't make sense, I'm afraid. I think, anyway. I don't think anyone in the US really does that, because we can get it for free from credit cards. Then there are still some credit cards that offer restaurant access as part of their Priority Pass membership, and CNN has compiled a list. So those are all the cards on screen now, and the Bank of America one is a premium card, but you have to be in, obviously, the Bank of America rewards system, and their points don't have transfer partners, so it isn't as strong a system for people doing the points and miles game. And typically I only really want to have one high-end credit card per person, because the annual fees are very high. So if you're not in a good points and miles system, you have to question whether the card is really worth it just for the Priority Pass benefit. Capital One's Venture X business card also has it, but it's harder to get than the Capital One Venture X, since it's a business card designed for higher spenders. Also has to be paid off every month, okay? It's a charge card, and you do have to have a business. But if you have a business, that could be right for you. Then we have 3 cards, but they only offer a limited number of visits per year. Still, could be worth getting the Altitude Connect for that purpose. The annual fee is waived for the first year, and it's actually going away later this year anyway, in September. So if you get the card now, you won't actually ever have an annual fee on this card, and you get 4 Priority Pass passes per year, and you could probably use those for restaurants. Although the fact that the annual fee is going away shows some risk that they might actually just get rid of Priority Pass on this card. Haven't said anything about that yet, but it is a possibility. Then we have the UBS Visa Infinite card. That does look like a great card for high spenders. And although there aren't transfer partners, it is possible to get more than 1 cent in value for the points. You can exchange 50,000 points for a $900 plane ticket, for example. That's 1.8 cents per point. Also, if you spend over $25,000 a year on the card, you get $500 in extra credit that totally wipes out the annual fee. But there's no welcome bonus and no transfer partners, so for those that want those really valuable points redemptions, you won't get them here. Then the City Prestige, if you are lucky enough to have it, still gets restaurant access, but it's not available to new customers. So does this little change ruin the Sapphire Reserve? Well, it certainly makes it less competitive with other cards, but this is the trend in the whole credit card industry right now. So it isn't a deal breaker, honestly, for this card. The reason I no longer have the Sapphire Reserve is because I found myself pretty much exclusively booking business class travel with my points, so I was always transferring them to airlines, and thus I wasn't making use of the card for the 1.5 cents per point in value if you book through the travel portal. But if you travel economy, it's normally way better value to book through the travel portal if you can get 1.5 cents per point versus transferring to a partner where for economy tickets, you're normally going to be down in the sort of 1.2 cents per point range. It's also great value for hotels, although do remember when you book through Chase's travel portal, you usually don't get benefits from hotel status, all right? If you have hotel like gold status, platinum status, or whatever. It does depend on the brand. I know with Marriott, you definitely don't, since they've told me at check-in that my status doesn't count because I booked through a travel portal. Although with IHG, we have had success booking through the Chase travel portal and then adding an IHG loyalty number when we checked in and getting an upgrade to a room with lounge access for having Platinum Elite status. So the card still definitely does have a sweet spot. In addition to the points value, the primary CDW is also a highlight for me, collision damage waiver, and the fact that they still have the $300 travel credit, although the annual fee rose by $100 a few years ago, so it's not as great as it was when the card first came out. You can also still earn 3 points per dollar on travel and dining. Dining is kind of weird because they've now added that category on the Chase Freedom, which is no annual fee, and on the Sapphire Preferred. They both earn 3x on dining, so it's kind of doubled up. If you have the Chase Trifecta, you're earning 3x on dining and a couple of different cards. But for travel, 3x on travel, Chase defines travel really broadly, okay? It includes everything like air tickets, taxis, Ubers, subway passes, everything. So that's a great category to earn 3x on. You can actually also now earn 5 points per dollar on flights and 10 points per dollar on hotels booked through their travel portal. Thus, I would say that this card is not ruined completely, but it certainly isn't the legendary credit card it once was when it launched back in 2016. I would recommend it to people who fly economy and want maximum value out of the points on those kinds of tickets. The restaurant thing, I guess we're gonna have to just suck it up, since like you saw from CNN's list, there's no really competitive card that still offers restaurant access. Like, there are a load of niche cards that might benefit different people, like a business card, the UBS one for high spenders, and then ones with a few, annual passes, but nothing that's gonna have, a broad benefits for the majority and something that the majority of people would be willing to get as their one and only high-end travel card. All right, guys, that is the video for today. Don't forget you have until July 1st to enjoy Priority Pass restaurants with your Sapphire Reserve Priority Pass before that benefit gets switched off. If you're interested in the Chase Sapphire Reserve or the Sapphire Preferred or the Capital One Venture X or any of the cards we often talk about in our videos, do check out my credit card top picks page below in the description. As always, these are affiliate links. They do help us out if you use them, and it's a great way of supporting the channel at no extra cost to yourself. If you want to see the advertiser disclosure, it is right at the bottom of the description section below. Please subscribe to our channel if you're new. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.